Welcome back to Tarth Takes Wing, a Crusader Kings 3 Game of Thrones RP roleplay focused. This could be the last video for a little while. Again, the series hasn't even begun to be released yet, but I do need to work on some of my other series. So the next video, I may be confused, not remember what I was doing. There may not even be a next video if I feel that we have sufficiently advanced and there's nowhere to go. And with no ability to commit to war, that's always a possibility. We are in the middle of a tax tour, and we are expanding our realm to vassalize nearby shattered Pentosi and Bravosi states. Now, we have an opportunity for something that I wasn't able to do with war, and I didn't feel comfortable just like declaring war to take over Pentos, because if you do that, I might end up in the same situation where like I tried to absorb Dorne and in fact I became an independent nation. I didn't want to like get an empire title that overrode what I already had. But we have an opportunity here with Sigrid because it is Norvoshi. It is in the High Steel Age and can get some of these things. If we hybridize with this culture by reaching 40 cultural acceptance, it is within our realm. If we hybridize with it, we will be able to create a new culture for Western Valyrians that can go to the High Steel Age and thus unlock additional things like +1 domain limit, more tax jurisdictions. That doesn't matter for us. Parochial vassals more common, higher vassal limit, all buildings unlocked, bigger men-at-arms size, you know, like trebuchets. We can get rid of all the mangonels, right? All of this is on the table if we go to get one of these old Valyrian cultures, but we haven't had the opportunity to do that. I may have made a mistake in converting this land, but I think that what existed here previously was like Andalusi, which is not High Steel Age. So this is our way through, is Sigrid. We need to keep a close eye on it. And once our steward is done converting Storm's End to Western Valyria, Westerosi Valyrian, we will try to increase our cultural acceptance up to 40 there. And maybe sneak in a little hybridization. We got plenty of prestige to get it done. We got time too. Anyway, tax time. My arrival at Lord Brandon's castle in the parchments is marked with fanfare befitting the Lord Paramount of the realm. The presence of my coffer wagon and tax collectors is quickly noted. A chance to see my uncle and whether his situation lives up to the nobility of House Belaerys. Brandon outlines the planned tour and shows me Vellum Coast is so fair and refined a land that merely gazing on her towns and fields will be entertainment enough. Only time will tell. Let's get to it. Brandon, you appear to be missing an arm. I think we're going to start approaching the point where we have so many Belaerys and so many characters in the world that it's going to be fairly difficult. The game's going to start chugging at some point. We need a good plague to like wipe out half of Westeros again. All right, a bunch of young folks joined, but they aren't Belaerys. I may stop paying attention to them. You know what I mean? Like I may stop educating them because it's a lot of freaking work. And we're approaching the point where, like, we're getting NPCs fairly quickly. It's like a hassle. Let's see here. I can hunt. If my host is impressed, good. If not, if he's horrified, bad. Would Brandon appreciate us hunting these people down? I think we avoid them. So I can increase Brandon Belaerys' feudal taxes to me, or we can share tips. 30% lifestyle experience. That's pretty damn good. I'm going to take that, actually. You know, now that I think about it, I think I could probably pop this over to this. And then, yeah, let's swap for a learning focused. My new Castellan. So now I'm looking at 35% lifestyle experience boost. I'm still making good money, and I'm still good on my holdings amount. I'll take that. I'll take it. My courtier Danes have a lot of Laenors now. Got a lot of Laenors. Can't educate him. He's busy traveling. We'll have to do it when we arrive. Valyrian Targaryen. What a name. He's marrying a Belaerys, and they're getting married normal style so that the two of them will have Targaryen children. He's got a good stat line, and she's got incredible stats. I think this is the marriage I was making to try to get maxed out stats for a Targaryen child. I mean, I've offered them an incredible boon in this way, in the same way that turning their liege Sevenist is going to work out. As I continue to tour around the grounds of the province of Parchments, I hear unfamiliar voices all around us. Suddenly, I find the entire party surrounded by women in hoods, pointing knives and bows directly at me. One of the assassins steps forward and presses her knife firmly to my side. Happy hunting, my lord? We've come hunting Lord Paramounts. Though I am at first startled, it quickly becomes clear that this is just an act. The assassin gives me a wink, and I observe that their weapon is made entirely of wood and dull on our sides. They expect me to play along and foil the attempt on my life. Have at you, Doxy! Limber and moving through the room like a lynx, Arstan does not fail to impress. I follow his movement, a symphony to the eyes as he disappears down the hallway. Such prowess. I must have him in my court. No, this is silly. I'm not stealing from my uncle. I am charging him full price for all of his taxes that he owes me, though. Time to learn about the Valyrian tax shelter I set up for myself in the middle of the ocean. No, I don't pay taxes to myself. Why would I pay taxes to the crown? I basically own the crown. I pay a lot of taxes to the crown, actually. I pay a significant portion of my lifestyle earnings to the crown, more than I'd want to. Fewer complications during pregnancy. Huge bonus, because that applies to everyone in my family. House Paragon Accolade is alright. It's okay. I mean, we have a 5th accolade spot, so it's probably we're gonna do it, but... Oh, I lost a counselor. I've been losing marshals pretty quickly lately. What's happening? Oh, they want me to do these adventures. I don't have a lot of money, so no. I'm here to get tax money. Don't you understand? As I am taken to see all the sights in the province of Parchments, I am beginning to notice the absolute opulence of it all. Though merely a lord, Brandon lives in relative luxury, and it is clear he has more than enough coin to go around. Looking at the sheer number of windows in his abode, I should introduce a window tax and bleed the lord off of his excess. Yes, $110. He refused the tax, so I can now remove his... I can now imprison him. I have concluded my royal visitation to Parchments, and now my procession prepares to depart. Lord Brandon and his court have all lined up neatly to see me apart, and with everyone present, it is time to collect tribute by bestowing him with my presence. It's time for tribute. He refused again. This will not soon be forgotten. After this is all over, we need to imprison him. I'm not going to remove his title. Now, this is a great reason to do tax stores, is to purposely remove people's titles that you don't like. In fact, you can target people that have low opinion of you or don't have a lot of money or aren't your house members, because house members are way more likely to assume you're not going to imprison them and will refuse, which is why I wanted to hit up all the non-house members, but there's a plague going through the middle of the Stormlands that prevented it. Instead, we're going to arrest him, then we're going to ransom him back for money, Then we'll arrest him again because he refused twice, and I think I can do it twice, and ransom him back again. And we're going to do that for everybody else, except for the people that, you know, if they're not a member of the family and they refuse, we are going to replace them with a high stewardship person in the family. We approach a hamlet where a forlorn man stands shackled on a gallows, a throng gathering at its foot. Lord Paramount, it's the Lord Paramount! Please, my husband is innocent. He didn't do it, my lord. I know it. No, Albin! Sorry, my lord. Ignore her. The man is guilty. Don't worry about that. I'd like to hear the charges. I gleaned some wisdom. Another Shira. What a star. A sea star, practically. You're also traveling. Quite a problem. Stackfield. My arrival at Lord Orys' castle in the Haystacks is marked with fanfare befitting the Lord Paramount of the realm. And the presence of my coffer wagon and tax collectors is quickly noted, right? Blah, 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 blah. Just box text from last time I was here. Oh, hold on. A realm at war. I mean, I will join you, but I want to finish getting my taxes. Here's the real problem. I think that all the other lords on my trip may bail. Which is bad. Nope, stop. We gotta finish this. Can't dismiss him. Can I hire a new maester? Probably not, because I currently have a maester. Unbelievable. Are you gonna die soon? Yeah, I guess maybe. It could happen. He's infirm, melancholic, and he is in a red health position, so probably the answer to that is yes. But I need it to be sooner rather than later, because, as noted, there's a frickin' plague on. Meanwhile, back at the farm. What is the war for, anyway? I guess I forgot that part. War against the tyranny of King... Oh, this guy's gonna get destroyed real easily. Gonna be real easy. I don't want to carve people's names into stuff. It's a bad idea. It normally turns out poorly. I'm okay with just skipping it. They'll be like, you carved into our sacred werewood tree. And I'll be like, how could I have known that it was a werewood tree? You know what I mean? Like, how would I know that? You'd think I'd be able to recognize such a thing, given that I have lands in the north. On my tour of Haystacks, I've found a rare moment when I'm not being ferried around by my hosts or being expected to make an appearance anywhere. I see places of worship filling up for the day, shady figures making their way to secret hashish gardens, beggars lay on the streets pleading for just a crumb to eat. A census must be conducted. Malentine, welcome to the world. Hold on. I understand there are events moving around. Don't you understand that Malentine is my primary concern right now? My ward, Lord Alex. Oh my god, this is the head. This is literally the head of the realm. This is extremely important. So he can be gluttonous, impatient, or shy. Well, shy for the head of the Seven Kingdoms is brutal. I don't think impatient is very good either. I think gluttonous is going to be just fine. Yeah, the stewardship loss sucks. He doesn't need to worry about attraction opinion, though, because he's already married. Lord Paramount Asher, that's my wife. She's a non-believer? Sounds like a good one to reveal later. When I'm really stressed. He paid me money. During the tour of the province of Haystack Hall, I am locked in a conversation with my uncle, Lord Orys, about the glory of warfare and strife when he is interrupted by one of his courtiers. Although the lowly courtier spoke completely out of turn, Lord Orys strangely did not chastise him and allowed him to speak directly to me. Though what he has to say is quite interesting, the breaking of social etiquette has caught me quite off guard. I will listen. My uncle, Lord Orys, has decided today to show me to his barracks. A sea of shimmering armor stands before me, each soldier seemingly unfazed by the weight of their bodies. These are fine soldiers, but it seems a waste to have them idle all day. Perhaps they could be used more efficiently. My arrival... Time passes. Heh. I'm using my most powerful writing tool, the time skip. Alright, we're surrounded by women. Yeah, about you, Doxy. My ride through the province of Bronzegate is brought to a sudden jolting halt as I feel my prized horse stumble over a rock. Though it is quick to recover and I am only momentarily thrown off balance, I can hear the members of my procession snickering behind me. I feel a little embarrassed, but I know it isn't the animal's fault. The Lord Paramount is meant to give off an air of untouchable regality and command the respect of all his subjects, and this incident has thrown off my image of perfection. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody has those days. I've got to make a plan. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. I gotta write down what time it is. Put your fucking clothes on, people. 49. Staying with vassals and having a change of scenery is nice, but the constant changing layouts becomes increasingly confusing. When left to my own devices, I rarely know where to look for commonplace necessities, like where I might find a midnight snack. Haphazardly bungling through Lord Dermot's castle, I chance opening a door only to find Dermot and his wife standing precariously close, seemingly on the brink of something intimate. Candles softly light the room, and the sweet smell of lavender fills the air. My vassal betrays a wry smile and beckons me closer. I'll not soil myself in such filth. Sometimes you can get the option to join them. My rival Geralt is scheming against my kingswoman Lena. Well, throw him in jail. No problem. Young Valyrian, will you not join my knighthood corps? As you don't have any particularly outstanding stats. You will be a fine warrior. Lord Orain is scheming against Hugar. I will not accuse him. Never. Lord Denny's of Bruckland. Oh, good luck losing all of your shit. I find myself curious how the lowlifes of Bronzegate live, so I pay visit to an establishment where the locals seem to be growing quite rowdy. They're rowdies. One man stands atop a table, commanding the attention of everyone in earshot. What do we even need a lord for? Dermot makes us fight his battles while he rests on his laurels. He expects our undying loyalty. The entire building erupts into thumping and applause. Clearly, my lord is not popular in his own home. Arrest these traitors. Do not speak ill of the Lord have you. I have conducted a royal visitation of Bronzegate. Tribute time. Did he say yes? He did. Word has it that my plans have been interrupted and it's no longer possible for me to pay a royal visit to the Grief. The Lady of the Grief no longer answers directly to me. Oh, she chose to be loyal. Wow, I'm gonna get hit with this a lot. Wow, okay. Griffin's Roost is out, so the Conningtons. Mountain Sentinels, I have to pay them to go through my own frickin' lands. Unbelievable. My Grandson by Daemon. Daemon Belaerys, they call him. They call him. I don't know what else they'd call him. that. A diplomatic immunity. No, look, someone's actually at home. And I'm turned away. This insult will not soon be forgotten. My rival Gerald perished in the dungeon. Cool. I don't remember being a rival with him. The Valyrians are attacking the queen. Oh boy. Multiple people turning me away are about to lose their seats. Lady Alona, you have chosen wisely. Minora is banished. We won. Excellent. A farmer's pride. Wandering the countryside of green pools, I happen across what seems to be a gathering of peasants in a small hamlet. Accompanied by their proud owners, plump and healthy livestock graze, looking good enough to take a bite out of right as they are. The peasants occasionally bring their goods to be judged, analyzing their size and health. They seem to be holding some sort of festival, and I'm soon noticed they're eager to show me the fruits of their labor. We should survey these lands. Did I just change sizes? I'm still trying to lose weight. My character is constantly losing weight. I don't understand why it's not really playing out like that. I feel like I am active. Here I'm touring. I go on hunts as often as I find the white rabbit. So I understand that you are a wild oats bastard. Who is your father? Let's say I had another... There's another Belaerys out there. Just waiting. Oh, this guy's wife is dead. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. You're my cousin. Let's arrange a marriage for you, my cousin. How about one of these nice young women from Lys? Ah, window tax. And tribute time. She refused the tax, but gave me the money. That's okay. You're still gonna lose your seat because you're not one of us. I'll tell the first story. Lord Silas, a wise move. Let's get started, friend. Son Titos. Has my first son / daughter had a boy? No. No. We're working on the 5th girl. 5th girl child. Okay. My young man, gotta stop shooting to the left. I need you to aim right. Okay? Letting the fornicators go as usual. Tax evaders are going down. A lot of fornicators. Scheming against me. Turned away Tor. Fornicator. Tax avoidance. You're not gonna like what happens. The music in the main stage is promptly followed by the dancers. The beauty of their movements make them look like part of the stage. They throw their hands in the air, and it feels like watching trees grow new branches. A gasp comes from the audience when one of the dancers begins climbing the wooden wall of the stage. And now, she says, I shall take revenge from... As she falls into the ground, her hood comes down, revealing the face of Lord Silas's daughter, Elenda. Excuse me. I'm gonna need to take a drink. I think while making that falling noise, I hurt my throat. Bring the physician immediately. We have what we need for Morn. We morning it up. Morn is not a castle. Fuck. Is there a way to convert this? Damn, I fucked up real bad. Well. That's okay. It's okay. As just the ruins, it's all right. All right. So we have a big pile of cash. We can pump into something here. We could try to get an actual castle, or we can continue to boost the building costs down. I think we might be able to do both, just not at the same time. So let's do the more expensive thing and lock that in here. And let's get a line of hospices just to protect this land completely from plagues. I mean, it's a bad ill luck location. Alright, so there went all my money again. Brutal. To have played myself, I should have just made it a castle. Local peasants have set up stalls with vegetables and, occasionally, rarely, chicken. As I continue my walk, accompanied by a decent amount of courtiers, I see a familiar face among them, her eyes locked into mine. My lord! She finally approaches me, and with a hand gesture, my guards let her continue. You helped me in times of need when I got injured during my performance. It is my turn to repay you. I know these lands well. A just payment. Every person in Rainshore seems to be immersed in the funniest conversation that ever was. They chuckle and cough, and even nudge with each other whenever they think it may be too excessive. From here and there, I manage to hear the word grimly. When I approach the main stage, I find Lord Silas holding a flower crown in his hand with a mischievous smile. Here he is, he announces, pointing at me, our king of grim and grievance. What an amiable surprise. Best to not cause a scene. How dare you? What an amiable surprise. Such a weird thing to say, my friend. I hope you're intent on paying your taxes, young man. Hope you're intent on paying your taxes. You'd be surprised what bad things happen to those who don't follow the law, Lord Silas. How long is this castle gonna take? 262? 2 years? We'll be back later. My cousin is scheming against my daughter. Jail. Jail. We don't mess around. Tribute time. Yeah, you paid your taxes. I must stay awake. Jail. A great boulder has been placed in the center of Smuggler's Docks, with a bit too much pageantry than to think it a coincidence. As I grow closer, I quickly understand the interest As a weapon has been encrusted on its surface, the blade half steel, half stone. I should let Lord Silas take it as a pleasantry. Cape Wraith. We got there real quick. Sorry, can't Cape Wrath. See that event that happened in the background where someone paid me $50? That's the real way you get money on this, is by going lots of places and taking a while. Pay a ransom. Monica Belaerys leaves. Yep, sure. You know, let's ransom all the prisoners. Okay, there's nothing to ransom. But it's only fair to share this with your... Oh, wait, I could get sharing tips again. Yes, I should level up very quickly. Lord Oliver and I are leisurely strolling through the trade port of Lakepool. My vassal points out many different merchants he has brought to port and the fine wares that are sold here. While we are engaged in a fruitful conversation about maritime commerce, a child brushes past and runs into the crowd of shoppers and seamen. At first, I consider it nothing more than a child who has yet to learn their manners, but I soon realize my pouch of gold is gone. No one steals from me. Apparently they do. Nope. I'll get my gold and be on my way, child. How dare you steal from your lord? Edmund Belaerys, he is very strong. We shall make him a knight of great and terrible power. He shall be chivalrous and beautiful, terrible as the dawn. I think it's time to start to recover the main Valyrian holding. And kind of expand the coastline. We'll probably get over here as well, and just, we'll say this whole area will be ports and shipping. We need another 400. With my hunting bow at my side, the member of the party alerts me to the presence of a stag just below an embankment near our position. Standing at the edge of the cliff, I should be able to pierce its heart. For a skilled hunter such as I, it should be easy, but not without risk. The ground appears a little unsteady, but with careful footing, I should be able to slay the beast without issue. It should be easy. My footing proves true, and my aim even truer, as I fell the beast with a single arrow without so much as stumbling over a precarious precipice. The hunting party seems impressed, the grounds filled with applause of my fellows. My host, Lord Oliver, personally comes to congratulate me on my kill. With that business concluded, I throw in my kill with the rest and continue my tour of the grounds. Excellent. I at last managed to find myself alone in the wilds of the province of the Tower of Owls, and my mind wanders to thoughts of my concubine Frida. I cannot deny that the province of the Tower of Owls is a place of true beauty, almost beautiful enough to match my beloved Frida. Nope. Tribute time. He refused. You're going to jail. Traveling through the muddy streets of Griffin River, people are a rare sight. Empty houses, derelict. A child plays with a dog in silence, then hides away when he sees our entourage. My admired Lord Paramount Orys, Lord Dorian says to us in a dusty hallway. It's a big honor to have you visit our humble domain. If you'd like to, please stay for the night and join us for supper. I'll gladly accept your invite. Nothing would make me happier. I even brought my own food. The oil casts so little light that it's nearly imperceptible. An old server serves us food, fish, unspiced. Lord Dorian seems a bit nervous, talking about the difficulties of ruling such a poor area, the impossible taxation. The last priest we had left after just a couple months, he mutters, putting away the watered wine. He promptly excuses himself to go to the latrine, accidentally bumping into me on the way. Turning away a tour, or he tries to steal with me. Okay. You over there! I hear a distant cry and turn around to find a plow-holding peasant, her breath heavy, agitated as she stops for a second. I'm sorry, my lord, but rare is the chance I have to talk to you. I understand you must grow the realm, but the royal building you've built here has left us without a job. Come, work my lands. I shall give you what was taken from you. Ah. Excellent. Finish the grand tour. Am I home? It's time to start the arrests. We got Orain. We're gonna get Aemon. Knocking them down left and right. Eliona. Adulterer, we don't care. Use Liege Demand. We want to get him while our armies are up. And then pardon that one who's just flirting around. Adulterer. Okay. Time to get him. And leading this army? Me. And sieging that army? Also me. Now, hold on. The Storm Knights. Orys Belaerys is no longer your caravan master. No! Was killed by Lord Brandon and his dragon in a dragon duel. Oh boy. That's super bad. Oh my god. Did he also die? Wow. That was a rough battle. That two of my dragons, or was that one of his, one of mine? Was not a good combo all around, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was bad. Losing a fertile female dragon is rough. Let's just put it that way. So, dragon riders in my realm. I think I lost 2 dragon riders in one battle to Brandon. This is the problem when the dragons start dancing. My kinswoman Belaerys has given birth to a son. Does that mean he's a kinslayer? Because he killed at least one Belaerys? A wretched dynastic kinslayer? That's not the work of a godly man. Thought you were a godly man. You were a brother to me. You're a wretched kinslayer now. As you know, Quakers and Papists worship the devil. Please don't get offended. That is a quote. It's a quote. It's a quote from a comedy series. It's from Checkmate Lincolnites. Oh. There we go. We got a diplomacy coded employee here. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Throw him in jail. Instant jail. No questions asked. My daughter Maynella is dead. She died in childbirth. Unfortunate. And it looks like the child died as well. I have so many bonuses to prevent exactly that. With that said, we do have tons and tons of children, so I guess we were due at some point. It's just absolute shit. Okay, we need to come deal with this army over here. Here come the Power Rangers. Here come the Power Rangers. Here come the Power Rangers, Mystic Force, let's go. So I heard you like to give me Rosier Zeldriges. I don't need it. I want it, but I can't hold it. Not all the time. The main mine. Then we have mine over here. And we have nothing over here. So the mines slow down building construction and are very negative. So getting them upgraded first is usually like a priority. Once we have 800 something. The High Lordship of Valyria. Oh my god, she's just buying all the titles to the places that I'm colonizing. Unbelievable. Jothos' wife died. That said 64,000, right? That's crazy. It's a good ally to have. That's all I'm saying. Tell the world, stop the war. Queen Rhaena has died. Okay, King Alex made me Chancellor. Your fellow vassal, Lord Magon, created a Liberty faction against Alex. But he's my ward. I've now been moved into the capital. Because I'm his regent. This is fine. Okay. I've imprisoned Brandon. This is fine. We got to get this war sorted out. Lady Elonia has escaped. Okay, that's a problem. We need to arrest her again. What the fuck? How is everyone escaping my dungeons all at the same time? This is dog shit. You don't need my help, but I'll join. But you don't need my help, and I don't know why you're calling me in. Weird. Where is their homeland? We need to crush it immediately. Then we need to find all those escaping prisoners. How dare you escape? You're under arrest. And I'll deal with you when I have a damn minute. You're also under arrest. Get back in prison, jackasses. You know what? I'll deal with it now, because now you're forcing me to do it. You can pay to get out. You lose your territory. Unbelievable. Get out of here. You killed a shit. You're a kinslayer, right? Maimed, burned, dynastic kinslayer. I'm revoking your titleage and I'm banishing you. If you're lucky, you can go to the wall. Renounce your claims and leave. You're banished from the family. What are you doing here, Jane? Did your dad... You fought with your dad, and so... I don't know what you're doing in my prisons, but get the hell out. Lord Aemon, what are you doing in my prisons? Oh, you're one of the tax evaders. Right. Not about that. Anyway, so the deal is... Yeah. Okay. I feel like can't do much worse than stripping him of his family's ancestral home and then giving it to mine. So I don't know if you can call that being a rival when I've absolutely crushed you mercilessly. There's nothing left for you. Okay, Tasman Belaerys. You're living a simple life somewhere and you're about to become one of the most powerful men in the realm, except I can't invite you. Unfortunate. You could have been a high lord, even a duke. My cousin Crispin. Congratulations. You are now High Lord of Parchments Nevermore in the Vellum Coast. And we're gonna find you a marriage to Dela Magar. Come the Power Rangers, come the Power Rangers. All right. Still need to fill in at least one more house. We've got Sir Belaerys. I went way too far. We can start with Hugh, though. What do you got going on, Hugh? You got kids, you got a family. Inviting you to court. We're gonna pass time for a second until you get here. Tell me everything I need to know about my wife. Okay, he's here. Grant the titleage. You are now High Lord of Slain. Okay. I think some of these other holding things are because of the new colonies down here and not kicking in. But let's just make sure that we understand where all of our current properties are. I don't know what Green Pools is. Wood Hall? Okay. Sir Adrian, you have a decent... Oh, I have a son. Sure. Green Pools. Excellent. Anything else I've missed here? Das Wien. Okay, that is the thing I want. Ruins. Storm End. That's mine. Saltriges. Skane. Hugorshield. Coronel. Ringside. Morn. Side of a big fuck up. Okay. I think this is correct. This building, right? Yeah, that's why I can't do anything here. Okay. Making a mine. That mine is in process. This needs 582, which is going to be pretty quick. My ward, King Alex, came to me about complaining that Lana has been bullying him. He's been staying in bed for days to avoid facing other children. Lazy's not good. Craven is terrible. Arbitrary is literally the worst thing you could have for a ruler, to just do whatever the fuck you feel like. I guess lazy? It's so bad, but Craven is also quite bad. My courtier is scheming against my dollar? Jail. 100% jail. Yeah. Surprisingly? Yeah. So there's a Jane Belaerys in there that needs to get taken care of. Diplomatic immunity. Ah, yes, the classic combo. Jane and Prunella. Okay, here we go. Oliver, thanks for coming by. Really appreciate your commitment to the cause. So here's the thing. I'm gonna need your lands for my family. Also, unsurprisingly, jail. Banish. Nope. Nope, I'm already working with that guy. Banish. Banish. That should clean up the prisons a little bit. And then we're looking for a high stewardship male. Tasman, you joined, right? I invited you. Nope, you couldn't join. That's right. That's right. Well, who's next on the list? Griffith Storm? No. Sir Roland Belaerys. Congratulations, you are a High Lord. Cape Wrath. There it is. Perfectly balanced. All things should be. Breaker Bay. Where the hell is this? Oh, Storm's End. Okay. So the problem is that some of these buildings only function if you have the ducal title. Like, if I get rid of my ducal title, the officer academies here will stop working. Which is, some might call a problem. Okay, how are we doing on terms of 18 months left? Yikes. Okay. That's King's Landing, so this is Storm's End. Ah, we're finally 7th. Nice. Kind of almost filled the whole area in. It's looking better and better with more Belaeryses. Now, can I actually just go ahead and form the Kingdom of Valyria? Let's save before we do that, just to make sure we don't accidentally leave the 7 kingdoms. Kingdom of Valyria. Probably not spelled right. I'm just really tired. It's been a long day. We made a bunch of episodes today, and then it was a lot of editing and such. Kingdom of Valyria. Now, the Lord Paramountcy of Valyria, and it belongs to the 7 kingdoms, maybe? No, it still belongs to the Empire of Valyria, but we're still a member of the Stormlands. Cool, 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 cool. But because I hold the kingdom title, I can give away the ducal titles without too much of a concern, right? I think that's true. I think we can give away the High Lordship of Valyria to somebody. One thing to think about is that we have not used any of our mayors turning into counts function, and maybe we can do that to have someone hold like someplace small, like over here. Yeah, we can have this get made into a castle, then have a mayor from a town take that castle and then make them the Duke of Valyria as well, and they will be a grand mayor or maybe a lord mayor, and then the title will just get passed down to ducal people anyway, and we can retract it at any time. Like, we can retract a mayorship at any time. It's a thought. It's a good thought, is all I'm thinking. I think it too, is all I'm saying. Okay, marriage, love and marriage. You need 2 months to pass. Lady Emma's feudal taxes to you were increased. Oh, I forgot. We still are at war, and our armies are still raised. I knew I forgot something. Here we go. Let's just head down to Villa Bosch and crush them. A lot of these noble houses look exactly the same. They have the same purple banner. There we go. Okay. Ruins are all increasing in size. Valyrian is done upgrading its castle. Holding taxes have been increased. Gonna want to make the windmill bigger for more holding taxes. Visenya Targaryen is riding Edenax. Oh, you know what? I hadn't even considered. We might have wild dragons. Hey, it's my bud Brandon. He's still a dragon rider in my territory. That's crazed. He's somebody's castellan. Wow. Anyway, do I have reason to imprison him? No. I want your dragon, bud. Yikes. Okay, this dragon's in my realm. It's owned. Owned. I put this woman in prison, I think. That's crazy. Anyway, are you still serving as my knight? Because if not, you should be. She's a great knight. Holy shit. She isn't, though. She's one of my vassals, but she isn't serving as a knight. Why? Oh, she's probably really upset that I arrested her, honestly. She should stop committing crimes. Alright, so we basically are down to just me as a friendly dragon rider. And maybe one other person. Okay. Did this guy take my regency? He's supposed to be selfless, and he's really fucking around here. This seems to be going well for our allies. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're gonna take the water route. King Alex has managed to claim the dark purple beast Porangar. So he hatched it, and now he's a rider for it. Cool. Oh, he's got a crush on his cousin? Okay. Man, I wonder what it must be like having a grandson. I wish my favorite son would bring me a grandson. What would that be like? All my plans are heavily reliant on it happening. I'm probably gonna have to cancel that marriage soon. She's 13 years old. We do have a grandson. It's Mataris. Oh my god. Invite him to my court. No. Well, that's fine. As long as he's being trained. He is being trained. I hope he's being trained in stewardship, just like you. But who the fuck knows? You're the AI. You make weird decisions all the time. This is the problem, because he got landed down here. He got the pirate landed, so weird stuff has started happening. Crispin. That's one of my knights, right? Crispin is 26. He's not on my list. Does he not belong on my court? Lord Crispin, why are you not serving as my knight? It says you're one of my knights, but you're not on my list. Are you one of these knights? That could be so, in which case I don't have to worry. It doesn't say that you're an acclaimed knight is the thing. Orys Belaerys, did I miss it over here? Oh yes, you are. You are serving as a dragon knight, so let's give you dragon lore access and dragon pit access because you have a dragon. This will be remembered as one of the most decisive military victories in history. Thanks to the heroic actions of Lord Crispin on Dragonback, the enemy leadership has been devastated. The enemy commanders met before the battle to discuss strategy and positioning, but such a grouping provided the perfect target for Orbarion. Yancelo, as well as many other commanders and warriors of note, were all met with dragon flame. Those not dead are horrifically burned thanks to Crispin and his deep red beast. The enemy is disorganized. Their rank and file now falter without clear guidance. We will most assuredly win the battle. Knight Malentine. Okay, then we're going to capture the enemy capital to boot them out of the war. Another commoner knighted. We're going to burn a war banner. Sieging it very quickly. This is why we have a siege group and a bunch of siege accolades. Hustler died of heart failure. Okay. Savarto got the pox. Okay. Finally, a new maester is on their way. I want it to be someone skilled but young. Oh my god, it's someone young but not skilled. Acceptable, though. He's acceptable. He'll get better with time. Mission legendary artifact. That means I have a bunch of money. So hold on. We're here to spend that money on mines. And ruins. And industrial mills. I didn't accidentally level the industrial mill past my trade port, right? Yeah, it's just catching up to it. It's just catching up to it. We're fine. We're fine. We're still in the zone. Somewhere along the line, some guy in the Riverlands got named Galfred, and it fucking poisoned my entire playthrough into just having non-stop Galfreds. Okay, so we need to marry this kid who's got a huge stat line to this other girl who's got a huge stat line. And we need to talk about other marriages. Damien, marry my courtier Viserys. Adrian, marry this girl. Have lots of Belaerys kids. There are a lot of women. We need to get married around here. I'm gonna be honest. Holy shit. I remember making this happen, but we certainly have more than enough. All of my knights need to get married. I'm telling you what. This is one of those times we're going to end up with a bunch of kids all being born on the same day again. I think we're pretty much out of marriages of that kind. Let's say these two are getting married to get max kid genetics. We're getting married. Ataris, have we married you to somebody yet? Definitely think I should have saved one of those grandkids. Here we go. Paula, we're gonna marry them like this, and look at that. All their children will be genius and beautiful and have a chance of being Amazonian or Herculean. Boom. We've done it. We may be able to get the perfect 3 on the grandkid. He just needs fecund and... what's the other one? 0% chance of death? Let's do it. We were unscathed. Fecund and pure-blooded. Never did manage to get pure-blooded. And start a legend. Oh, thank you. We need to ransom prison. We're gonna call it an end here. We're way past time, but things got a little crazy, you know. We had a little bit of war. I gotta sell off all these prisoners, clean up with that 512 gold. Just prepare myself, you know, for the coming days. And then remember that next time I do this, I absolutely have to... 5 months. Is that worth playing through? It feels like that's going to take a while, though, because we're going to continuously get stopped. We need to remember to get Norvoshi cultural acceptance. The final plan depends on it. Depends on getting high steel age. I will name the save file. What episode is this? 36? Episode 36. But then we'll also call it Norvoshi high steel age. And that will hopefully remind me of what the plan is. You know, speaking of Western Associate Valyrian freehold city-states, what's your favorite out of the list?